Imagine if the key to effortlessly growing and protecting your wealth was hidden in a philosophy over 2,000 years old. What if the richest minds in history had already figured out a wealth strategy so timeless it still works perfectly today? We often think managing money successfully requires complex strategies or risky bets, but today I'm going to show you something far simpler yet infinitely more powerful: the Stoic approach to wealth management. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll wonder how you ever handled your money without it. Now you might be thinking, Saul, isn't Stoicism all about living simply, avoiding luxuries, and barely owning anything? Well, here's the twist. The Stoics actually held vast wealth, empires even, yet they rarely worried about losing any of it. How did they manage to grow and protect their assets so calmly and wisely, even amidst uncertainty? The answer lies in three powerful Stoic principles that I'll reveal shortly. Each one will transform the way you think about your finances. But first, consider this question. Why do so many lottery winners go broke despite suddenly gaining huge wealth, while some people steadily build fortunes from virtually nothing? It's all about mindset, specifically a Stoic mindset. Marcus Aurelius, one of the wealthiest men of his era, managed the entire Roman Empire's vast treasury, yet slept peacefully every night. What was his secret? He understood one critical lesson that most people never grasp. And in a moment, I'll share exactly what that lesson was. But first, let's tackle something crucial: managing emotions when investing. Ever noticed how emotions like greed or fear can ruin even the smartest investments? Stoics knew this better than anyone. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest senators, said it clearly: "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think about how true this is with your money. How often have you worried about losing money and missed great opportunities, or gotten greedy and lost everything? Here's where Stoicism shines. It teaches emotional mastery over money. Instead of letting emotions drive your decisions, you stay calm and rational, seeing clearly when others panic. Imagine investing confidently while others are fearful, protecting your wealth effortlessly. But how exactly do you develop this Stoic emotional discipline? The first step is simple yet profound. Regularly imagine losing everything you own. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, even scary, but here's the powerful reason behind it. By mentally rehearsing worst-case scenarios, you remove the fear of loss. You become immune to market panic, able to make clear-headed financial decisions when everyone else is losing their mind. This is precisely why Stoics like Seneca remained wealthy, even during political chaos. But here's something even more fascinating. Practicing this mindset also helps you genuinely appreciate and enjoy what you have right now. Instead of endlessly chasing more wealth, you find contentment and gratitude. And ironically, this calm contentment is exactly what attracts even greater financial success. Want to know how? Let's dive deeper into another powerful Stoic principle: the clear separation of what's in your control and what's not. Epictetus famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Does this mean you shouldn't aim for wealth? Absolutely not. It means understanding exactly where your true power lies in building and protecting wealth. Most people waste energy worrying about the economy, market crashes, or global events, things completely outside their control. But the Stoic investor does the opposite. They fully focus on what's within their control: their actions, choices, strategies, and mindset. This clarity creates unshakable financial confidence. You no longer stress about stock market swings or economic downturns because Your security doesn't rely on external events, but on your own disciplined, strategic actions. In fact, the Stoics had an incredibly effective, yet overlooked approach to investing itself. Ready to learn what it was? It's all about balancing risk wisely, with wisdom and patience. Marcus Aurelius famously avoided reckless gambles, instead making deliberate, thoughtful investments that grew steadily over time. This steady, wise approach turned Rome into the richest empire in history. But what specific strategies did Marcus Aurelius use? And how can you apply them today to grow your own assets? The surprising truth behind Stoic investment practices and the exact method for applying this ancient wisdom to your financial strategy is something we'll explore next. And trust me, this method is so practical, it will completely revolutionize your approach to wealth creation. Before we jump into that, here's a quick question. What if you could confidently handle any financial challenge, no matter how severe? That's exactly what Stoicism promises. And the next principle I'll share will empower you to do exactly that, protecting your wealth like never before. Ready to uncover the Stoic secret to truly lasting financial security? Earlier, I asked you a question. What if you could confidently handle any financial challenge, no matter how severe? Now, here's the powerful Stoic principle that makes this possible. It's called premeditatio malorum, or the anticipation of adversity. This isn't just imagining financial setbacks, it's actively preparing for them in advance. Marcus Aurelius didn't just think about the risks facing the empire. He methodically created backup plans, diversified resources, and set aside reserves. Applying this principle today means building strong financial safety nets, emergency funds, diversified portfolios, and careful risk management. Think about it. How secure would you feel if you knew deep down that even if markets crashed or unexpected expenses hit, you'd already be prepared? This clarity and preparation isn't just practical, it's liberating. Suddenly, you no longer fear setbacks. You expect them, you plan for them, and you calmly manage them when they arrive. But here's the twist. Most people neglect this step entirely, optimistically assuming nothing will go wrong. And ironically, that optimistic blindness is exactly what sets them up for financial disaster. Stoicism flips this on its head, using thoughtful pessimism to create enduring financial security. Once you master this principle, you won't just protect your wealth, you'll effortlessly multiply it. Now let's talk specifically about how Stoics actually multiplied their wealth, because here's the fascinating truth. Stoics didn't just sit passively on their money. They took deliberate, focused actions to grow it. Their wealth wasn't luck, it was strategic. One key Stoic strategy is purposeful investing, rather than speculative gambling. Seneca famously said, "If one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable." Stoics invested with clear objectives, patience, and a disciplined approach. This meant they often avoided quick, high-risk opportunities that promised easy riches but frequently led to ruin. Instead, they favored steady, consistent growth, investments in reliable assets that paid off gradually but securely over time. For modern investors, this translates to balanced portfolios, index funds, blue-chip stocks, real estate, and other reliable long-term assets. Yet the Stoics didn't simply invest blindly. They regularly reviewed and adjusted their investments, ensuring each decision aligned with their long-term goals. How clearly defined are your financial goals right now? Are your investments perfectly aligned with achieving those goals? If not, Adopting this Stoic strategy will immediately transform your financial trajectory. But here's a deeper layer of Stoic wisdom. Money was a tool, never the goal itself. Marcus Aurelius, despite immense wealth, reminded himself daily that wealth's greatest power was its ability to support virtuous living and provide freedom, not to accumulate more endlessly. Imagine how different your financial decisions would look if your ultimate goal wasn't just getting richer, but achieving genuine freedom, security, and fulfillment. The Stoics understood wealth's true value was its capacity to enable independence, generosity, and peace of mind. How powerfully would your life change if you approached wealth management with that mindset? Let's make it practical. Here's a simple exercise inspired by Marcus Aurelius himself. Write down your ultimate financial vision, not just how much money you want, but exactly what freedom and security mean to you. Then clearly outline actions aligning your money with those values. This exercise alone can profoundly change your relationship with wealth and set you on the path to wise, intentional asset growth. Finally, let's return to emotional discipline, because that's the glue holding everything together. Markets will fluctuate, investments will sometimes disappoint, and unexpected events will inevitably arise. But Stoics understood emotional resilience ensures steady growth and wealth protection, no matter what happens externally. This means making decisions with rational clarity instead of impulsive reactions driven by fear or greed. It means accepting setbacks as natural, temporary occurrences rather than devastating events. Imagine facing a financial crisis with calm, rational clarity, able to adjust strategies without panic, confidently seizing opportunities others overlook. I'm Saul, and here's the bottom line. Stoic wealth management isn't just ancient philosophy, it's timeless financial wisdom, tested by empires, billionaires, and countless successful investors throughout history. By mastering your emotions, preparing for adversity, investing purposefully, and aligning money with deeper values, you build unshakable financial security and true wealth. So ask yourself, are you ready to grow and protect your assets like history's wealthiest and wisest people did? The next steps are clear, powerful, and achievable. Embrace the Stoic approach today and watch your wealth grow wisely, steadily, and confidently, no matter what life throws at you.